We tend to think of death as a slow, painful fade to black. It is the ultimate unknown, and naturally, that makes it terrifying. When we watch someone pass away, that fear seems entirely justified. From the outside, we see a body refusing food and water, slowly and uncomfortably shutting down. But recent neurological studies reveal a massive disconnect. What we observe from the bedside is entirely different from what the dying person is experiencing inside. The physical process of dying follows a highly active neurological sequence, one specifically tuned for comfort. The fear we feel while watching someone pass doesn't reflect their internal reality. It masks a highly structured sequence of neurological events. In medical settings, the first sign that death is approaching is a total loss of hunger and thirst. The patient stops eating, stops drinking, and becomes increasingly unresponsive. Physicians call this active dying. It isn't driven by the pain of starvation, but by a feeling of extreme, profound physical relaxation. The patient might look perfectly still, almost comatose, but inside their mind, the cognitive state remains remarkably active. This chart shows patients in this phase. 72% report vivid pre-death dreams. These break down into reuniting with past loved ones, preparing to travel, or reliving highly meaningful past experiences. At this point, trying to physically wake the person won't work. They are slipping in and out of unconsciousness. But studies show that when they do rouse, they don't feel like they were passed out. They simply feel like they were in a deep, albeit non-rejuvenating, sleep. That unresponsiveness is not a sign of suffering. It is the brain withdrawing the person away from the physical world and into a comforting, dream-filled internal landscape. Later comes the physical symptom that often causes the most distress for families, the loud, harsh breathing noises known as the death rattle. This sound is purely mechanical. As awareness of the mouth drops, saliva naturally builds up. The brain keeps firing automatic breaths, pulling air through that fluid. It sounds horrific to listeners, but physiologically, the dying person is deeply relaxed, feeling zero physical or emotional distress. As the body relaxes, blood pressure drops, and major organs, including the brain, slow down to conserve energy. To save power, the dying brain enters a state of neurological disinhibition. It systematically drops restrictive filters, keeping neural pathways tightly regulated. Without filters, specific brain areas fire unchecked. As inhibitory gates fade, the visual cortex floods with activity. This mechanical energy release scientifically accounts for why many report seeing a bright light. The most disturbing sounds we hear and the mystical visions the dying person sees are both mechanical byproducts of a biological system powering down. Then comes the moment of cardiac arrest. The heart stops beating, and we typically assume this is the point of total biological and mental shutdown. But recent studies analyzing both rat brains and resuscitated human patients prove the opposite happens. Comparing a healthy brain to one in cardiac arrest shows that at death, the brain undergoes a massive surge of low gamma waves. This energy concentrates in memory centers, causing survivors to report incredibly lucid experiences, like separating from their body. The loss of inhibition in these memory centers allows the brain to access deeply stored recollections. It triggers a vivid, meaningful evaluation of the patient's entire life and their actions toward others. In its final moments, the brain orchestrates a coherent surge of lucidity, leaving many dying patients with a profound feeling of coming home. We can stop viewing the physical process of dying as a chaotic biological failure. Dying is a structured physiological process defined by intense relaxation, vivid dreams, and a final burst of cognitive clarity. The brain's loss of inhibition serves as a physiological safeguard, creating a mental buffer between the self and the body in those final moments. Understanding the hidden neurological science of our final moments shows us that our biological end is not defined by distress. The transition is safe, and the mind is at peace.